Welcome to Date Night Podcast,
a tabletop role-playing game podcast set in the homebrew world of Volyanaya.
Let's explore a whole new world together.
I do know these grounds very well, so
Oh, good. Then you know how to get in.
yes.
Okay, so what you know about the place. The tool shed is busted. The place has a big kind of wrought iron gate all around it, which
But
you're
we're in
inside of. The front of the manor, nice.
Nice.
Looks pretty. It's got all the flowers and stuff in it. It's well tended and repaired. The back side of the manor house where you are now, completely different story. The only reason the front's been repaired is, and at the bare minimum, is to keep up appearances here. But the back side of the house is basically trashed. So if you guys want to look around at the back side of the house...
We're going to exploit the Baron's trashy backside.
Okay. If you guys want to look around and see if that lends itself toward any point of entrance or anything like that.
You children.
I'm done.
You can. I don't know that you would
So it's like,
necessarily
what are you
would have
guys laughing
tried to get in the house when you were here gardening.
Probably not.
If you hadn't, you probably wouldn't know necessarily. So if you guys want to look around, you can roll.
Maybe for a pee break,
first.
though. Maybe a couple times. Maybe once
Okay.
for a pee break.
If you did try to get in, you would have known the front door didn't budge at all, and neither did the back door. Okay.
And
I stare at one.
I tell them
Windows.
one time I tried to go in for a pee break, and neither door budged at all.
Or any of the windows.
So where
maybe
did you
second
pee?
level open,
Wait.
or
We
roll
have
a
to resolve
perception
this
check.
first. Where did you pee?
In the garden.
Behind a bush.
What
Behind a
comes
tree.
from the earth goes back to the earth.
I rolled a 6.
I
Looking
think that
around
window.
on the bottom floor, things look pretty well shuttered up.
No, I
I rolled a
meant
not-
specifically second floor.
Yeah, you look up at the second floor. A lot of the windows have like heavy wood shutters over them.
I rolled a not nat 20. I think
Okay.
that window.
A 20. So, not really even on the second floor. There's one shutter that's kind of loose and hanging like halfway off, which could be a possibility. You can see that there's also a spot in the roof that's kind of sunken in, and it looks like it's been leaking. And then maybe about the third story up, in the middle of this tower, it's a different sort of vibe than the first, second, and fourth levels of the tower. Those have just regular windows along the corner. This is shuttered all the way around,
I don't trust that level.
and one of the shutters is broken. You can see glass behind it broken, and there are like vines growing all around it.
Oh,
We should try
looks
that
like-
window.
Yeah, absolutely.
That looks promising.
I can help you with that.
No, I didn't go into Scottish there. Absolutely.
There we go.
All right. This
How
isn't
do we-
dangerous, is it?
How do we get up there?
We're monks.
Does it look like
yeah.
we know?
Do we have grappling hooks? I didn't write
Probably
my
not.
pack.
I don't
Cast
think that's
levitate.
normal in your pack. Okay.
He can fly?
I'm a mind
How
flayer
many
child.
can you?
Dude,
Is that
that's
just on
awesome.
yourself?
On myself.
But
Okay.
he can probably pick us up.
And I can
Can
drop
he?
a rope down.
Sure.
Cool.
So-
Okay.
And it does
'Cause
make that
levitate
noise.
Isn't fly though.
No, but I think you can do 10 feet. I don't know. Let me look up
Yeah, I'm gonna have
levitate.
to look.
I'm going to try to parkour up there.
Okay.
Yeah, we could
Um,
do some kind of like cheerleading lift where like we boost silhouette up.
I think you are probably doing that. Well,
Is
Shea
anyone
is
else gonna-
on the other side of the building trying to parkour up with an acrobatics check.
That's
I'm
a
just trying
good
to claim-
acrobatics check, Bubba. That's a 22 right there.
Okay, yeah, I think
This
just kind of windowsill and then up to kind of the edge of the roof and pull yourself up into a handstand, flip onto the...
I'm
okay,
in a
well,
handstand. I wanna
obviously,
wave.
obviously,
I'm trying to
obviously,
climb
if I
up.
see Shea do that, then I have to do that.
Okay.
With an acrobatics check.
All right.
I rolled a 16 for
Ooh.
that, for climbing.
You can make it up, but there's no handstand at the end.
I rise up vertically up to 20 feet and remain suspended.
Okay.
For
That's
the
second.
duration.
I rolled.
Yeah, you
That
can
would
get
be
up
third
there.
floor.
So you guys
I rolled
watch.
13.
Okay. Let me see
And I can
what
carry
Syl
up to
does.
500 pounds.
Oof. Yeah, I
You
think
should've just
you and
carried all of us
Syl
up
are
there.
kind of having a little bit of trouble, like not finding good handholds or whatever where you are to flip up there.
I can carry one up.
You could carry 3 of us
You
up.
could carry
Yeah.
Silhouette up, but I'm going to try again because I saw Shea do it, and I need
All right,
to
if you
be
head
just
over
as good as them.
right to where Shea was and look at the
I'm gonna put my-
wall, you can give it another
I'm going to put
try.
my elbow on the windowsill and pretend to be asleep while just waiting.
So angry. That is the exact same roll, my friend. That's
Okay.
still a 13.
Whik fell asleep inside.
You kind of get like up onto the wall, but when it comes to actually pulling like up onto the roof, it's difficult.
I'm going to get my rope out.
If somebody gives her a hand from the rooftop,
No,
they
don't
can
help me.
her.
No, everybody get away. Don't help
I'm
me.
gonna pull my rope out and dangle it just out of her reach.
I don't need your help.
She's not grabbing it.
Can what kind of a check is it to climb the rest of the way up? Strength?
You could make a kind of dangerous move to try and pull your leg up.
Yeah,
just
I'll
straight
do- yeah.
athletics.
I'll do that.
But it might put you at risk of falling.
Okay.
Okay, make an athletics check.
That would be a 16.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough. So eventually, you kind of chin up your way, get your elbows onto the roof, and it's not super pretty, but like Whik, you kind of army crawl up onto the roof.
Oh,
See?
I forgot you came with us.
Easy.
Thanks for
Easy
the
peasy.
lift, Tobias.
You're very welcome,
You can unwrap me now.
Oh, my mistake. Here you go.
Thanks. As the suckers pop off. Just because Amy
Somehow
wasn't here at the table.
Somehow
for
I
a minute,
hear
you have
that
to get her
sound in the
later.
back of my head.
I felt it.
That's the mind flare in me.
All right, so at the second level, you can see that it's
Also,
kinda
I have
hairy
slow
up
fall,
here.
so if I fell,
Oh.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, okay. It's a little hairy up here just because the roof is sagging pretty badly. It's wet. You can smell the mildew. Toward the corner of the house is where that tower extends up, and about 10 feet up is where there's the hole in the kind of busted big window. You
Okay.
can also roll a perception check again now that you're up here and see if there's anything else
I'll roll
that you
one.
missed before.
Natural 20.
Okay.
12.
9.
Kind of where the tower joins into the peak of the roof, there's a kind of faint outline that you can see that resembles what could potentially be like an access panel as a way to get out to the roof and do work on it. It doesn't appear like there's any handles or anything on it, but it does look like something is there.
Okay. They walk over to it and say, I think we can get out here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Get out? Like,
I mean, go into the where we're going.
sure.
follow
I mean,
you.
anyone have any better ideas? No, that's what I thought.
I'll come.
Excellent.
I was as competent
So
as anything else.
what do you do?
Slowly kind of jimmy it open.
Okay, so you kind of, do you have a dagger or anything?
Yeah, I
like
got
that?
5 of them.
Yeah, so you just put a dagger in real quick, find a spot, kind of on the wrong side at first, like maybe where the hinges are, and then realize and kind of go over to the other side, and it opens in, and eventually you kind of push it, and it opens up, and
Well done,
reveals.
child.
Where would you be
Thanks.
exactly?
We usually try to be kind of quiet when we do this stuff.
I cast message.
Did you just
well
say
done,
usually?
child.
What?
I cast message.
No, I heard you.
Oh.
Did you just say usually?
What?
I missed it. You look around, and the room is pretty dark because it's a shuttered room, but it's letting in some light from kind of the door that you've opened. And you can see there's like a little step ladder leading down, and it looks like it's specifically just for this little access panel. And you can glance around the room. There's a big piano in it and a couple of upholstered chairs.
Can anybody see in here better than me?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, can anyone play the piano?
I can only see about a 10.
I can
Looks
see.
fancy.
I have dark vision up to 60 feet.
Yeah, the two of you would be able to see pretty easy if you peeked in. So I just imagine the two of you together, sticking your heads around the corner, one levitating above the other. And you look in the room, and that's what it is. It appears to be a music room. It's maybe 20 by 15. It's got 2 shuttered windows with just the faintest bit of dim light coming through them, and a door on the opposite side of the room. The edge of this room is cut off by the shape of the tower, so it's kind of got this kind of arc shape on the edge wall. So it's a fairly small room, and across from that arc shape is the door that leads into an adjacent room.
That door's looking real good right now, right, guys?
Hmm.
There's a door over there.
What door?
It's over there.
She squints.
I can go try it.
All right.
I
No,
can't
if
see
we're gonna
it.
go, we should all just go together. Like we've come this far, so just everyone follow me.
Okay.
I'll open the door.
She walks through the room.
All right.
Okay. When you get in, you can see too, like, what you couldn't see from above is right where the ladder twists. You can almost, it's not behind it, it's kind of like right next to it. There's another door that leads off. It must go into the tower. Like, that would be access to get in from this level.
Okay,
But
random
otherwise, you
door,
pretty much
tower.
saw stuff.
I think we're going to the tower, right?
Going to the tower. All right,
Sure.
tower.
All right.
I could play the piano.
No. We're
that
not
was a
playing the piano.
joke.
We're not playing the piano.
Just a goof.
Oh.
Okay, roll also while you're in the room. Well, I guess you pretty much saw what you're going to see unless you go around and investigate or anything
Oh,
like
I
that.
have a weird feeling about this place. 15.
Okay. You look around the room a little bit, and it's not just a piano. You see, like, beside one of the chairs, there's a little cupboard, and you sort of just open it up, and there's a flute inside of it.
I can play that.
Okay, but you're not going to.
We're supposed to be sneaking.
I would like to look around the room real quick.
Okay.
Do I just hold
my
on to the
gosh.
flute?
It's up to you what you're doing, if you're grabbing it or what.
Yeah, I mean, I'll grab the flute to
9.
inspect it, see if it's magical at all or anything.
Some sheet music laid out over top of the piano. It's closed.
Is it
the
nice
lid.
sheet music?
Do you know much? Your character proficient in any sort of performance or music or anything?
No, but I like music.
There's little dots around. You don't know exactly what the tune is.
Can I
Does
go?
it
can I
say
go
it
help?
on, it doesn't have it like
Yeah,
labeled?
it would have maybe what the song is.
Yeah.
Can I go help?
Yeah, you could look.
Because I would go over because I'm really interested in the flute, but then I'd also see the music, and I am
Okay.
proficient in performance.
Yeah, you would be able to recognize sort of the tune that's on here. It's kind of a old parlor song more than anything. It's not really sung in the maybe more bawdy kinds of places that you might attend. It's kind of a
Did
if
you
we were
just
to
say
look
bawdy?
for an equivalent in our world, you know, some piece of parlor music that you would hear in a Victorian household.
Oh, this is so boring.
Hey, this is
What
a
song
good
is it?
piece.
Can I check out the flute?
I will
Yeah.
take the sheet music
Yeah, sure, you can have
and
it.
tuck it inside my tentacles.
Roll a
How many?
d20 and let me see your sheet.
Okay.
Unless it's super high or super low.
16.
That's high enough without anything. This is a. You can see some runes actually on this flute that aren't just the maker's mark, and you think it might be enchanted in some way.
Does anyone know anything about enchanted flutes?
I can play the flute.
Okay, that's not what I asked. Good impulse. Not what I asked.
I paid attention in history class a few times.
Okay, Silhouette, you're like a baby genius. Do you know anything about enchantment?
No. That's not really. I spent most of my time reading the religious texts.
Oh, good. Yeah, very helpful.
They're really-
Excellent.
They teach us a lot about ourselves.
That's beautiful, nerd. Okay.
I'm gonna look at it anyways.
Yeah,
she's
I
hurt.
guess.
I mean, I'm not grabbing it out of her hands, but I am looking at it.
I rolled
Okay.
a 15 history
to
check.
do what? Yeah, it's a flute.
It's a flute.
Sure, like
It's
for sure.
totally a flute.
You've read about these in history, and sometimes people play them to make music.
Yeah, what he said.
It's a nice one.
It's a pretty nice one. It's
Okay,
pretty.
I guess I just have an enchanted flute now. I
Hooray!
guess because I don't know anything about magic, so I guess.
I know
I'd
about
hide that for a while so that you can eventually ask people back at the monastery, but not have them know that
okay.
we snuck
You know
out.
what? Actually, stealing is bad. Is the thing.
But this person is bad, so stealing from a bad person is good.
Yeah, what he said.
You know what?
We stole whiskey. Oh, just saying.
I was only tangentially
not to
involved
say.
in that.
I could
Now
blow
who's
on
a
it.
nerd?
No.
We are wondering what it is.
Okay, we know it's a flute. Like, we're not wondering what it is. We know it's a magic flute.
And the 15 minutes of flute talk.
And he was trying to shush people.
I'm going to tuck away the magic flute and take it with me.
Okay, you have a magic flute.
Yay.
All right. But it looks like, for the most part, that's about what's going on in this room.
Up
There are
the
the two
stairs?
doors that are both closed. One that's on that curved wall, kind of a real odd curved door into the tower. And then the one on the straight wall.
Whik is listening at the
and-
door.
Sorry, I missed this on the map. You didn't miss it. There's also stairs that just lead down that are real narrow on the far end of the room. With that 15 history check, I'll give you probably the servant's way of moving throughout the house.
I think we're still going up into the tower.
Okay.
To the
Whik
best
was
of our
listening
ability.
at the door to the tower because I did say that, and I rolled an 18 for that.
You don't. You don't hear anything at the
I
door.
don't hear anything, guys. I think we should go in. She opens the door.
All right. You go to push open the door, and it is easy enough. It's kind of odd because of the way that it's curved, but I should say you go to push in the door, and it's not so easy, and then you pull the door, and it opens, and you walk into the room, and you can see it's dark in here also because all the windows in this particular place are shuttered. The window was broken on the next floor.
Does anybody have a
pretty
light?
hard to see.
I can't see.
I mean, we have two people that can see in the dark here.
What do you guys see?
What do I see?
It looks like a library.
It looks like a library.
Books.
Cool. Not what we're here for.
Nope.
As far as I know.
Any of them have anything to do with brewing?
Do they look like good books?
I don't know. It's
Anybody
just a
could
library.
investigate. If you don't have dark vision, you will be at disadvantage.
I'll investigate.
5.
Mostly,
Ancient history of Volbara.
12.
This is boring.
some of it's a little smutty.
I mean, I'll take the smutty ones.
Okay.
That's your personal preference.
I found one about the history of Volbara, the ancient history of Volbara. I'm bored with it, so I put it back.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't really planning on investigating,
Where did you
so
go?
I'm gonna look for another door.
Yeah. There are stairs that kind of spiral downward and upward in this room. If you look up the stairs, you can see that there are more of the kind of vines or tendrils of plants like you saw hanging out of the window on the third floor of the tower. As you look down the stairs, you can just sort of see that they vanish around the corner, maybe 8 or 10 feet down as they continue to twist.
Okay, cool vines.
They're kind of like lighthouse stairs, like on the corner of the room.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Up or down?
I think we're going up.
Yeah, let's go up.
Okay.
All right.
Who's
Okay.
up? Who's first? I'm guessing these are narrow. So, like, what order?
They're
are we
very.
in?
You'd have to go single file.
As the adult, I think I will go first.
Good idea.
All right.
I'll be in the back.
Yeah, I'll be second because I'm the other one who has dark vision.
I'm behind Fable.
I'll go.
That leaves you
Fourth.
one spot.
All right.
Yeah.
Up.
Good
up
math,
we go.
Whik. Good math.
Fourth. Yay, thank you. I did well in that class.
Oh, that's not how I heard it. Okay, so we go. You guys start heading up the stairs. In the front, I'll say go ahead and make a perception check, Tobias.
Rolling bad today. Well, that's 15.
15. Okay. You can see pretty good with that and the combination of your dark vision. Plus, there's more light up here in this room. You can see it's sort of overgrown with this web of tendrils and stalks of this rich purple and green fungus. It looks like this used to be a greenhouse at some point, but some of the glass is shattered, and the rest is sort of covered with these shutters along the outside. So it's gotten wet from the broken glass, and then since it's always kind of in the dark, it's been molded over pretty extensively.
Is it dangerous mold? Due to my knowledge of plants and groundkeeping,
Yeah, and you've also spent time kind of in dank and
dark
wet
places.
Yeah. I would say you could roll a nature check concerning the mold.
There we go. 17 plus 1. 18.
Yeah, I think you would probably have a good idea that this potentially could be dangerous. There are certain fungi that grow in these sorts of dank places that sometimes will feed on animal life. Not sure if these are those, but they tend to have those sorts of bright colors. So this is either that type of fungus or something mimicking it.
Do you think it's poisonous?
Yes, I do.
Can I gather some?
What's poisonous?
Well, I would not.
Yeah.
What's poisonous?
There's mold up here, and back from my hive days, I've seen something very similar to this.
Poisonous is when if you eat it, it hurts you.
Mhm.
Yeah, what she said.
Then it
Or
might
maybe ingest it. That would still be poisonous, I guess, if you breathed it.
Venomous
Venomous would be if
is when
something
it
bit
bites you
Yeah,
and you die.
what she said.
It's both venomous and poisonous.
The mold can
Probably.
bite?
I think.
Plants bite.
This mold,
Sometimes.
maybe.
I still want some.
All right, so you're going to get a sample?
Sure.
All right.
Oh,
so
please be careful.
you lean down to gather some of the mold and put it into like a little cloth or something. So you go with
Yeah.
your dagger and start scraping it. And when you do, the vine pulls back, and we're going to roll initiative.
Oh,
Beans.
Oops. Sorry, guys.
What?
8.
Ooh, 21.
I'm rolling very bad today.
I have like an eighth of a shot left,
Do it.
so. Just as bad the second time. Maybe worse.
Room here.
This is pretty good, actually. This isn't that bad.
It's exactly that bad.
I think Jameson has got a little bit more burn than that does. That's pretty smooth. I mean, in my opinion.
All right.
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while.
Shea.
In my personal opinion. Ow!
Shea.
It's a 12.
Welcome to 21.
Tobias.
8.
Fable.
21.
Whik.
17.
Whick.
And I'm a girl, not a boy.
Cool Whick.
Who?
Cool Whick.
Other character.
Plus. Oh,
Hopefully still
no,
alive at this
minus.
point.
Okay. So, what you see here, and it's sort of awkward because of your placement right now. Tobias is maybe 5 feet into this big room, and Shea is just sort of at the top of the steps.
Yep.
And everybody else is still sort of in a line going down the steps. There are 4 of these fungal plants that sort of have these little tendrils all around the room that have started writhing, but you could see sort of 4 central masses of them. And they sort of had this appearance of, sort of regular fungus until they started moving, and now it's really clear that they're sentient in some way.
It's Toby's children.
So, the first to act
It's not nice.
in this order is going to be Fable. So what would you like to do, Fable?
I mean, have they attacked yet?
They've sort of contracted back toward their center of mass at sort of 4 points around this circular room. The room is about 30 feet across or so, and they're mostly kind of in the middle, about 10 feet apart.
Can I hold my action until they attack?
Yeah, so the way that works is you can only hold your action, so like you couldn't make your bonus action stuff if you wanted to, and you couldn't move if you wanted to, but if you want to hold an attack for if something
Am I
gets in your
close
range...
enough that I could attack them? Or?
Not yet. You're still kind of right on the steps, and these things are maybe 10 feet away in the middle of the room.
Okay.
The closest is 10 feet away.
In that case, I guess I'm gonna use my movement to push Silhouette back to the back of the group to the best of my ability.
Okay.
And
The back of the group is where I was, and I'm the one that pissed these off.
Oh, you were in the back?
Yeah. I was bringing up the rear.
All
Oh,
right.
I see.
But
'Cause
I
you said you
figured
were still
just
on the
kinda
stairs.
Slipped by it. I get that because
Okay.
nobody else had been in.
All right.
So I think you're kind of up in the front.
what I'm
now, and
saying
Wick's
is
in
I'm
the
trying
back.
to get the small child away
Okay.
from the rest of the stuff. And other than that, I guess I'll just, I don't know, get ready to attack.
Sure. So you can hold an attack if anything.
Okay,
gets
I'll
within
hold an
your range.
attack if anything gets within my reach with my size, which I guess I have with me.
Yeah.
Which I imagine is more of like a Grim Reaper kind of long one than like the really short little one.
For flavor, it can be like your damage isn't going to be the glaive damage. Which
No,
would be
yeah,
the
I
scythe,
don't.
but it would be
I
the
wasn't.
sickle.
I have the stats for the scythe. I just didn't think it was like one of the tiny little ones.
Is it a two-handed one?
I don't.
What are the stats?
It's a simple weapon. Does that help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a simple weapon.
All right. Fable holds an attack. Wick, you're in the back of the pack, except Silhouette just got pushed behind you.
And the things in front of us are attacking us now.
They've retracted toward themselves.
I'm going to stab my quarterstaff forward with both hands to.
So you're going to step up toward the front of the group
Yeah.
and poke it with a stick.
Yes.
Are you going to try and hurt it?
Yes.
Okay, forcefully. All right,
Yes.
so go ahead and roll an attack.
Yay! 17 plus 5.
Yes,
22.
that hits a plant.
Woohoo! I hit a plant. This is better than Kira. Maybe not. Total of 6 damage.
Okay.
You're level 4.
Clang!
I rolled a 1.
Through the plant, kind of one of the tendrils onto the floor. You hear it smack into it, and the
I hate
plant
it.
tries to slither that tentacle out
Don't
of the way,
worry,
but
Silhouette,
you
just
kind of
sit
have
back
it
here.
pinned down there. What's next?
I mean, whose turn is it?
It's still
I'm
ours.
seeing if she is going to use a bonus.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
I'll hold it for now.
You'll hold a bonus?
Well, I mean, I won't do anything for now.
Okay. Just so you know, since most of you are monks, monks can, on their turn for free, make a bonus action attack with an unarmed strike.
Then
or
yes,
they
I
can
wanna
spend
hit another one.
a key point to use Flurry of Blows and do 2 instead. So one's free, but the second one costs. Or you can use your bonus action to use Patient Defense. That's a key point, but it lets you take the dodge action. Those are things you can do with your bonus. Or you can actually, at this level, also disengage or dash as a bonus if you spend a key point.
Yeah, no, Whik is going to attack another one.
All right, so you're going to use an unarmed strike.
Sure. That's a 14 plus 5, so 19.
That also hits. So for that, you roll a d4 plus your dex modifier.
Plus 5.
5 points of damage? Okay. So with that, kind of Fable's holding, like, maybe we shouldn't hurt the... And Wick comes up with the quarterstaff, pokes it, kind of with the quarterstaff, pins the tentacle to the ground, and then stomps on it. But it's still there. That one tentacle does seem to be injured. Silhouette
See, guys, I got it.
is next to act.
Oh, good.
What are we doing? Are we running
Things,
back?
fighting things. Plants.
Fighting
Apparently.
plants?
No, we're going forward. You're staying back there.
Stay safe, kid.
She's going to. I think she's going to follow Fable's lead for now and hold an attack at the top of the stairs. Okay. Shea.
Yeah! Hit it with the short sword.
Okay.
18 plus things.
Yes.
Okay, for...
Use up all your high rolls on these, please, with their low ACs.
5 damage.
Okay.
No.
Are you attacking the same one, or did you move in
The
toward a
same
different
one that got poked with the stick.
Okay. Poof, a little thing of spores flies up. It's still there. Some of the tentacles are flipping around.
Okay, and then go ahead, free action. Or not free action, but my
Bonus.
unarmed strike.
Okay.
That's a net one.
No. So with that, you're able to get the other one and then just kind of slip a little bit on the spores as you go to make the strike and just crack your hand into the ground. Not comfortable. Tobias.
I hit it with my pitchfork.
Okay. Do some farming attacks.
So this is a narrow channel You guys are putting a stick next to my head, and now a pitchfork has gone past
Has
my head.
anybody
You'll
moved?
be fine. Just freeze.
Is everybody still right at the top of the stairs, like poking
No.
through Shea's legs? Or
I think I went to the second one
okay,
in.
you moved into the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm stabbing it through her
And
legs.
Okay.
I rolled a 9,
That hits.
and I don't know what I add to that, but
Your strength and proficiency bonuses.
oh, cool. So I rolled 14,
Yes.
Proficient with pitchfork.
and that is 4 damage.
Plus your strength modifier.
7 damage.
Okay. So that's on the second one. So Tobias goes in and stabs into the middle of one of these things, and it kind of Muppet arms with its tentacles.
And I get to add 1d4
It's very
damage.
vivid imagery.
I get to add 1d4 to my
It does
to
Muppet
my
things.
attacks with my brute
He
fighter.
does
Okay.
It does
Yes.
Muppet
Muppet
things.
thing. Which one does Muppet things?
It's
The
on
plant or
your
him?
the plant. Both.
Okay, thank you.
He's got his tentacles go like this, and the plant goes like this.
Okay, because
That's-
Yeah. So you get another D4 for brute.
Plus 3.
Okay. Can you do that once per turn, or what is that?
I think I can just do it once per attack. Yeah.
All right. We'll have to see, but
I
I'm
take
sure
the
you can do it
attack
at least for
action.
once. Okay. Does that end your turn, or?
Yes.
All right. With that, it comes around to the plants' turns. I think
Whenever I
since
hit with a weapon that I'm proficient in and deal damage.
sweet, you can add a D4 as a just always,
Yes.
or not as a bonus.
Just always.
Okay. So we're gonna see how many tentacles flip out here. Okie dokie. The bulk of them are going to go at Tobias, who stepped more into the room. 4, 5, 6, 7 tentacles whip out at
A
you.
lot of dice.
4. Let's see. It's plus 2 to hit. 7, I'm guessing, doesn't hit.
No.
6 doesn't hit.
No.
11,
No.
20,
Yeah.
20, and 2 natural 20s.
Yes, yes,
Oh.
yes.
So 4 tentacles, we'll say from the one that you just stabbed with the pitchfork, as this one almost leaves the ground and tries to attack you with 4 tentacles all on the sides. 4.
Trying to face hug the face hugger.
I use my
Oh,
ring of
boy.
blissful ignorance.
Wrong character.
The 2 regular attacks are for 3 damage. That's pretty low. The first crit is for 9, and then for 5. So 17 damage total.
Okay.
Necrotic damage. And then that leaves 3 making attacks at Shea.
At who?
Shea.
Okay.
20, 13, and 7.
1 hits.
Okay. Shea takes 2 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
All right, and the plants push toward the staircase. They move about 5 feet forward. The one that's engaged with you doesn't, because it's still focused on you. But the others try to get close to the stairs. One of them gets right to the stairs, which I think would trigger Fable and Silhouette if you wanted to make your attack for it moving close.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, you could do that, and Sil would do it in tandem with you.
Cool. Oh.
She's going to actually use her reaction when you attack to give you advantage by throwing, basically just pushing some dust up toward this thing
So roll again.
to try and mess up its blind sight.
So roll again.
Yeah, and take the higher of the 2.
Okay. This is with the side. So, I don't remember if it's plus a certain modifier. Do I also use the proficiency bonus for the attack?
Yeah, you use your dex and proficiency.
Okay. I believe that would be an 18 then.
That hits, yes. And Sil's quarterstaff hits. So roll your damage.
Okay. 1 plus 2 plus 2
Dex.
plus 3. So 6.
Okay. Between your damage and Silhouette's quarterstaff, that one was already hurt too. You just pummel that thing and it into dust in the air.
Cool.
All right, and now it's your actual turn as we come back to the top of the order. So the other ones are now about 5 and 10 feet away, and then there's one that's almost wrapped around Tobias about 10 feet away also.
I would like to attack the one that is wrapped around Tobias.
Okay. Go ahead. So you run up there, take a swing at it with your scythe.
And that would be a 15?
That hits.
1 plus 3, so 5.
Okay.
And then can I also do my bonus unarmed strike?
Yes.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay.
3.
Oh, roll to hit first.
Oh, yeah. That one is that my dexterity for the unarmed strike?
Always, yeah, dex and proficiency.
Okay, sorry. I didn't write down what I attack with on that one. So that one would be I'm trying to talk into the mic. Then 16
Yes. That hits too. And you
3.
did 3 plus your dex modifier.
plus my dex modifier,
enough.
which is 3.
It had 3. So with that, you come up with the scythe and kind of just kick this thing and then slash through it, and it crumbles into dust also. Okay. Does that end your turn, or you want to move, or?
Thank you, child.
That's
Have
my
a
turn.
tomato.
Yeah, all those tentacles
We're in the
just
middle
fall
of
away.
a fight.
He's good with extra tentacles.
Whik, it's your turn.
Gonna stab the other plant with the stick.
Yes.
Unless the other plant is still alive.
No, there are 2 that have not been harmed that are a little further into the room.
So the one that I stabbed first is dead.
Yes. Then there's one that moved toward the top of the stairs that got killed, and that was the one you were fighting. Then the Fable moved in and killed the one Tobias was engaged with, so there's one kind of 10 feet away and another
Then that one.
about that far away. Yeah, okay.
Quarterstaff. No.
Are you sure?
5 plus 5.
That hits.
Okay.
Their AC is 5. They are plants.
Okay.
They are soft plants.
Mushy.
They don't have eyes.
Ever step on a mushroom?
7.
Okay.
And then bonus
Crack
action, kick.
into the soft tissue of the mushroom, and then you kick it. Yes.
16.
16 also hits.
For 7.
Okay. So with that, you kind of crack it with the staff and then step on it and you feel your foot squish through the middle of it.
Ew.
But it's reaching up to, trying to attack you with its tentacles. But it's not its turn yet.
Ew. Gross. Stop it.
All right.
No.
The flavor.
As you do that, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Silhouette's going to tumble into the room, and when she does and gets into the sunlight coming in through the broken window, you see her glow a little bit. And
Is she
she's
human?
going to, yes. She's going to attack the one that you're engaged with her quarterstaff, Whik. Yep, that's a 5 plus 5. No, 5 plus more. Quarterstaff. She does a total of 10 damage, including some radiant damage that blasts off the edge of the quarterstaff. And then she's going to use her movement to bump her way over to the one that hasn't been hit yet and kind of make a kick attack at it also. And that will hit. Oh, that only gets added to weapon damage. So she deals 7 points of damage to that one with a kick. All right, that ends her turn. Now when you look down, kind of you can see this radiant energy extending out of your hands and into your weapons, everybody who's nearby you. And it is Shea's turn.
I don't like this, and throw a dagger
Okay.
at the last remaining one.
Yes, okay.
5 plus things
That hits.
for 5 damage.
Plus you get to roll a d4 of radiant damage.
An additional 2. So 6
Se-
total. 7
Seven, yeah.
total.
Okay.
I can math. Shut up.
So the dagger into the thing and
It's just
spreads
my
part of it
eyebrow.
onto the ground, but it's still up.
I'll tell your eyebrow to shut up.
But you can't do anything with a bonus with that, right? Because it's
Correct.
not a melee attack. All right. Does that end your turn?
When I use the attack action.
Oh.
And it
Yeah,
is
I
a
guess
monk weapon,
You could.
but I don't want to. So
If you'd have to run up there, yeah. All right, that ends your turn, Tobias. There's
would-
one left.
I would like to hit it with my pitchfork.
All right, so you run up and stab it. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Throw tomatoes.
5 plus.
That hits.
Hits.
AC
Yes.
of 5. All right, so roll your damage and an extra D4 of radiant damage.
6 plus my plus my strength plus.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so that's 9
Yeah.
plus 1 plus 3.
13. Yeah, that ends that. Poof, the final puff as you sort of see this purplish and green spores kind of slowly settling to the ground and out of the window of this room.
Bless you.
So
Thank
you do
you.
see some of it sort of flitting outside. All right. But it looks like the threat in the room has passed, though there are still certainly tendrils laying around on the ground.
I don't know about you guys, but that was not a normal plant.
What kind of plant was it?
Nobody breathe.
I
want to get my dagger.
Can we go to the next? Can we go to the next room?
yeah, you could. I mean, there's another set of sort of where the stairs end and then pick back up in another part of the room to go up against the wall. And
I cast
up
a
higher.
message to all of them saying,
Running out of
"Follow
air."
me.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll keep going up. Let's
Okay.
get out of here as fast as possible." Hello, everyone. I'm the Grease Wizard. Thank you all for listening. I am here to tell you today about DM's Guild, where we have some very amazing creations up there. One of my favorites, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, rules for building your own homunculus. It's absolutely amazing, and you can find that and much more searching Will Mayer in the search bar. Now, let's get back to the adventure.
You continue up the stairs, and as you do and come to the top, you would see it looks like it is an observatory of some sort. There's a big telescope in the middle of the room pointing at a window that goes and curves kind of over the top of the tower, leaving a view of the right now sky, day sky. There's a lot of light blasting into this particular room. So from the stairs, there's a small desk, a chair, the telescope, a few small bookshelves.
I'd like to look through the desk.
Well, that was
Okay.
weird.
Make an investigation check.
I would like to find a book on tomatoes.
Make an investigation check.
9.
You look through the desk and there's some calligraphy kind of stuff. Looks like he was maybe keeping a journal of kind of the, you could sort of, you probably wouldn't deduce who was keeping this journal. Whoever it was keeping just track of the movement of the planets in the sky.
11.
Because the stars don't move in this particular cosmology.
11?
This is
No
boring.
books on tomatoes.
Any
Just-
other books?
There are a few books. Most of these involve things moving across the sky. You think really quickly as you flip through one that, oh, that's a tomato, but it's a planet.
Ah.
He left all his good books downstairs.
I don't see any good books.
Hey, I hand her one of the smuts.
Maybe,
Good. Is this maybe like not the moment for this?
For what?
What are you
smut,
reading?
child? For smut.
I throw the book out the window.
I didn't really.
No, that
want
was
it.
mine.
these windows are shuttered, so
I kick
only
open the window and throw the
is
book
that
out.
big glass one where so you could throw it through the glass if you want, where the telescope is pointing through. But that was the room below. You want to throw? Athletic.
Nat one.
Just throw the book onto the ground.
I
and a
told you
big
I didn't want it.
of dust pops up off the ground.
Can I look through the telescope?
please.
Shay wanted it.
Yeah,
pick up my book.
Yeah, I think you could.
I'm gonna look through the telescope.
Okay. It's sort of pointing it's above the horizon and skyward, not at the sun.
Good.
That's good.
That's good. I did actually become a little worried about that after I asked.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
think you would
laser
move it
on
if
the
it was
window.
pointed at the sun. I mean, but
Well, her intelligence is 8,
you know,
so
that's good enough to know not to look at the sun.
Look at the sun.
So you just kind of get this long view of blue, kind of an empty. There's plenty of light to make the telescope work. It's sort of just this light, bright blue.
It's kind of just a light, bright blue.
Can I see the surrounding
Oh,
area?
like
Okay.
pie. Huh?
Can I see the surrounding area
Okay.
through that window?
Okay.
Like, I'm not looking
Yeah.
through the telescope. I'm trying to look like out.
Yeah, so this is more of the front part of the house, and you can make a perception check as you look out.
Are there cabinets or just a desk?
My passive perception's really good though. It's a 5.
Yeah,
No, it's an 8.
nice tended kind of plants and stuff out of the front.
Okay.
Pretty empty courtyard.
Whik is digging through the desk looking for
Okay, you can make an
Thanks.
investigation check too.
19.
All right. You do find it looks like a paper that just like fell off the back of the desk and behind the drawer. So you kind of pull the as you're
cool.
pulling the drawer out, it's there, and you throw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in the just
Yeah, she's looking for liquids.
Okay. No, it doesn't look like there's anything in here.
do I see it as it flutters down?
Please, somebody
Sure.
else. Not
Anybody with passive perception, probably of more than 12, would see
18.
Whik throwing something across the room.
I don't know what my passive. How do you?
10 plus your perception modifier.
Ah,
I have
I
a
see.
15.
Yeah.
That
so
would be-
Whik's just going through the cabinet.
me. She thinks it's important, but she doesn't really care.
I saw it first.
That's a 12 for me.
Yeah, you would all see it. What
Okay.
is a sleight of hand to see if you know if you were trying to grab it first?
Fine. I'll-
Athletics, I was thinking.
No, sleight of hand.
Does she find
Oof,
anything else
sure.
while she's going through the desk?
9.
9.
7.
The paper tears between Tobias's and Shea's hands.
I'm keeping my half.
I rolled a 9. Do I
Why
see
don't
anything?
we
in
put them
liquid?
together
No.
and read them?
Yeah, sure. Here, I'll take that half.
Okay. Here you go.
I take the half. Now I have the whole.
Whik
It's,
drinks from her
That is how it
water
works.
skin.
Here. And I put some ooze onto
No,
it to
no,
stick
no,
it together.
don't want-
Like glue.
do
It
not want-
talks. It's weird. It's got a small star map in the half that you had, just up in the corner, and it's got some lines drawn to it. And then there's the empty space around where the stars and planets are, and it's carved in like really hard with a piece of charcoal or pencil, and really dark, and it just sort of leaves everything else light. And there's a thick line that goes up to the blackness, and it says a deal with a stranger. That's pretty much it.
Well,
I didn't find anything in this desk.
that's
Shucks.
weird.
I think this guy drinks more than you do.
Is
Huh?
is there anything else here that can help us? Do I have to roll for that?
Have you investigated the room yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, you can roll an investigation check.
Investigation, you say?
Yes.
That's intelligence, which is -1 for me. So that's an 11.
Nothing that really hasn't been overturned yet. It doesn't look like he kept much in this particular room. Whoever was using it looks like it was just used for, its purpose of the observatory, and then would sort of retreat back down into the rest of the house. So I don't think you find something that hasn't been uncovered yet.
We're trying to just kind of get to the top of this tower, right?
This is the top. Yeah, this is.
Okay, cool.
It's got that window kind of going over your head, almost like a half
Well-
skylight, half window.
No barons to threaten or murder, so what's plan B?
I don't know. Can
Murder's
we-
back on the table?
Murder was, no, that was a joke. We're not murdering anyone.
Oh.
I couldn't see anything in the library. I don't know. Could we look around in there with some light or something?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
If
I don't
there's
know what we're
nobody
here
in there.
for,
I didn't
but
find any tomato books.
is
up
there
here. I guess I
anyone
could
in
see
the
anything.
castle?
You haven't heard anything since
That's
you've been
weird.
in here.
Well, let's go back.
Quiet.
All right. Back down the stairs. Everyone stop breathing through the one room. Oh.
And you go back through the dusty room. What is your passive perception? Yours
13.
is really high.
12?
13.
Okay. I'll try to keep in mind that the high's 18. Shea, you do notice that there are...
Oh, wait, is that plus proficiency?
Yeah.
If you're proficient.
Oh, I see.
What room is that? H3. You do see some it looks like this little rack that just catches some of the sun as it's moved through the room, and now that all the dust has settled, and you see these glass vials in it.
Oh, I have to check that out.
All right. So you head over and look. It looks like it is a potion rack, and it's got 3 vials on it.
Oh, I take all 3 of them.
All right. You could roll, I would say, medicine to see if you know what they are.
I'm gonna look for some tomato books.
Let's
It's a crit fail.
see, medicine's under wisdom.
There are tomato books, but you don't find them.
The spores on the ground are like arranged in a way that looks like a book at first.
That's a 14.
Oh, it's not a book. A 14?
Yeah.
2 look like poison, and 1 looks like a standard healing potion.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking all 3 of those.
Okay. So Shea moves over to the side of the room and pockets a few vials. All right, and you, holding your breath, make it out of that room and back down into the library portion of the tower.
Oh, I thought that's where we were. That's why I was looking for books.
No. So it was a good time to get the crit fail.
Yeah.
All right. So you're in the library. There are stacks just in one corner that sort of go up, and then there are these shelves that kind of come out of the side walls to make aisles along this spiral of the tower where the stairs aren't.
Does anybody got like a light or torches or something?
I got an 11 for my tomato roll.
I have explorer's pack, so
I
I
have
have
torches.
I have 10 darts.
I do too.
and aiming
don't know
away
what kind
from
of
the
darts.
shelves.
That was cool.
Blast some
Yeah,
whiskey through the torch. Okay.
'cause I just took a drink.
Amy's going to be so drunk.
Swearing off a little bit.
Okay. So now that a torch is lit, I think Syl is going to just grab a candle off one of the tables and light it off your torch and try to look around the room too. So now that there's some light in here, she didn't make an investigation check. Anybody who didn't make one with their dark vision before can make a investigation check. Not good.
9.
Do you want to make one now that you're sobered up a little?
17.
Wow.
That's sobered up a
Pretty
little.
good. So as you're looking around, a couple things stand out to you. On the top of one of the stacks is a book that matches what it said on the letter. It's called A Deal with a Stranger.
That kind of looks like what you guys said in the letter.
Another book.
Tomatoes. How to grow tomatoes.
What were the other numbers? What did you roll when you were first in here? Do you remember?
That was a 9 for me.
I don't know if...
I've been rolling
If I
10s
looked at it,
consistently.
yeah.
So that would be an 11. Do I find any tomato books?
What you got?
6.
Okay, that's probably it.
Huh. That
Okay,
book
this-
looks like it says what you guys said in the letter. Something
What?
about strangers?
Oh, let me read.
Oh, sure. I didn't pay attention in that class.
Yeah, it's an odd book. You flip through real quick, just trying to see what's in there, and a page catches your eye that matches what you have, that drawing of sort of the alignment of planets.
Oh.
What?
I mean, it's the same.
As what? You said stranger?
It's
No.
as you sort of just skim through it, it talks about Primus, and this deal that was made with these creatures called the Void Dwellers, to create some sort of a barrier for our world.
That's weird.
So
It's like history class.
yeah, if there's anybody who's interested, you could roll history checks to see if that means anything. But
I am proficient in history.
I've been rolling some real bad ones.
I've rolled another 10, so that's a 13. That's the 4th 10 in a row.
I rolled a 2.
12.
okay,
But after last week, I don't like void
you know Primus.
things.
I would say that would probably be more of a religion thing, but even in history that would pop up. But Primus,
For a religion check, that would be 20.
okay, well, Primus was sort of the god of law. He set the idea of kind of all, not just the law of kind of courts, but also sort of the laws of the universe in place to make sure that they functioned in reliable ways and sort of tamed some of the chaos of the world. He's also, probably with a 20, you would know the creator of Mechanus, the bridge plane that at one point would have connected the material plane to the outer planes. I think also with that 20, you would know Primus is one of the gods who's no longer around.
I relay that information.
Okay. So it seems like whoever was running in the observatory at least had some interest in that story, but that's probably what you determined from that.
Well, this has been a bust.
Did you say void dwellers or void bringers?
Dwellers.
Dwellers. I don't think I like the idea of void dwellers. Sounds kind of creepy.
I mean, like, we came all the way here. We were gonna, I don't know, talk to the Duke or whatever. But
I thought we
Baron.
were going to kill the Duke.
no,
Baron.
we took
Baron.
murder off the table several steps back. But I mean, we went, looked through the library,
So we don't kill the Duke, we
killed
kill
a
the
bunch
Baron.
of plants, not killing anybody.
Oh.
You notice Silhouette is reading smut in the corner with her poor investigation check. in the
I'm
room.
okay with it.
And she just giggles.
I endangered a child, fought some plants, and accomplished nothing.
She's
So
fine.
who
She's-
wants to go
she's
home?
Fine. She's fine. She's okay. She's fine.
Well,
So who wants
Let's
to go,
downstairs.
Yeah, we still haven't seen everywhere.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people
Yeah,
to
there
threaten
might
in
still
here.
be a Baron hiding in the abandoned basement. You never know. Let's go.
So-
Totally.
In here, this had the door that went back to the music room and the second floor of the
Hey,
manor,
we're back at the piano.
or
Still no.
down to the bottom of the
Play.
tower and the first floor of the manor. So
what if you tried playing your flute?
Any more magic flutes?
no, you pretty well have
It's not
explored
flute
the
time
music
yet.
room. The music room had if you're going back in there, had the door that led out of it that was closed and had the real narrow stairs that seemed to go down to the first floor. So it's up to you. If you
Wick
guys
is
wanna
curious to that.
Explore the first.
As to that.
First floor, second floor. There's a couple different ways down
I would
to
like
the
to
first
open
floor.
the mystery door.
I love exploring.
All right. So
Wick
with your
dashes
dark
down
vision,
really fast.
you're going down the skinny servant stairs.
Yes, Wick really wants to go down there.
All right. It's dark. Do you have your torch?
Yes.
All right. So I think the faster thing would be Tobias peeking around the corner. You see a room with the curtains drawn, a desk in the corner. Looks like some furniture obscuring your view of part of the room. But it looks mostly like a study, maybe like a drawing room.
What do you, is that
Do
me
a quick
or him?
investigation.
Yeah, you can go in. That's him. You, Wick, see when you get down to the bottom of the servants' stairs, they exit toward like a big main hallway on the first floor. You'd have to go like all the way to the bottom to really see anything.
And
through
I
the hall.
go.
Okay. You look down to the left. You can see it leads to an entrance to the tower with a curved door. And straight ahead, or to the right is a long hallway that runs almost the length of the manor. And you could even see, well, no, not with your torch. That's probably about as far as you can see. There are doors on the hallway leading to other things. And the stairs go further down into... there's another set that runs down to a place you can sort of feel cold coming up from.
Why are we running?
What are the other two of you doing?
I don't know.
I rolled an 18 on my investigation.
All right, so he's in the study type room. Wick is down in the servant stairs in the hallway. Where are Shea and...
Shea's following Wick.
I have dark
Fable.
vision, so I guess I'm going with Tobias.
Okay,
I also have dark vision.
so Silhouette's following you.
So there's people with dark vision and the people
Alright.
without.
Wick wants to
I
go
mean,
a
I
little
can
bit
see in the
further.
darks.
Just
Down
to peek
the,
through the doorway.
up the hallway or...
Down. Cold.
Oh, down to the cellar?
Yes.
Okay, there's no doorway down there. You-
She's trying to be quiet.
Roll a stealth check.
Do I
You
have
too,
to?
Shay, if you're going. And I'll come back to you guys in just a minute.
22.
12.
I
Unless
mean,
I'm holding a torch.
yeah, you're shedding light. It's making a little bit of fire noise, and you're scuffing down the stairs.
Rational me would have said I should have dropped the torch, but
You get to the bottom, and you see what you would expect in kind of a root cellar. It's old, though, in here. Looks like there are busted jars. Roll a perception check. You can too.
10.
That's a natural 1.
Yeah.
a lot of crit fails in this one.
Yeah.
There's a few bottles, but you don't know particularly what they are from where you are.
I don't see any people or anything.
Just
No.
me.
I'll try and swipe
Oh yeah,
the bottle.
because the kid's following
Okay.
me.
You walk into the room, go to grab the bottle, and on the shelf, a rat reaches out to bite your hand. And when you pull away and you sort of drop the torch onto the ground, it illuminates kind of an area that had been obscured underneath one of the big shelves, where there is just a swarm of rats chewing on something that they have killed inside this house.
Oh no.
Ew.
And they go to attack you. Up in the study, about this same time with your 18 investigation check, you would see, as you step into the room where the furniture's sort of obscure and things, a chest in the corner of the room, a desk with papers and things scattered across it. There's a book on a table next to not a like a
It's not
big
a tomato
armchair.
book. It's never a tomato book.
It's not.
Well, let me go look in the chest first.
Okay. So you walk over. It's a roll top type
Yeah.
steamer chest or whatever. You pop it open.
Yeah.
And it bites you.
Okay. This this is going to be interesting. So we're going to roll initiative in a couple of places at the same time.
Oh,
Good.
no.
Good. We did a good job.
As
With
you
this
do that,
one,
I'll go
we
ahead and
good.
describe. As you open the chest,
This feels like payback for last week.
I need you and Fable, who was exploring the room with you, and Silhouette to make wisdom saving throws to get us started.
It's
That's not great.
17.
That's
5.
good. That passes.
5?
That passes. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Good.
So-
You rolled a 5 and you passed, and she didn't roll
No.
a 5.
No.
I
He's
did
saying
not pass.
She passes with 17.
Oh.
This is going to be interesting.
We're all gonna die.
This is why you never
Oh.
split the party.
I need the rats.
I didn't realize we were splitting the party. I was already in the room.
Uh-huh.
Which split it.
I just was looking
Her
for
and her
alcohol.
looking for booze. I'll give you inspiration.
She has a
for looking for
problem.
booze.
What does inspiration do again?
You can roll advantage one time when you feel like you want to, but not after you roll. You have to decide before you roll. I'll put the swarm
Dungeons.
of rats down there.
It seemed pretty innocuous.
And
This isn't that encounter you were warning us about, is it?
Uh-oh.
Stop smiling. Stop smiling. Stop.
Stop
I'm
cackling!
trying to decide if I need to pull out the battle map. I'm going to pull out the battle map.
Is this the way you expected this to go?
Nope.
Oh no! So this wasn't even one of those options.
Which one of us is getting the battle map? That's the question.
Yes.
Them.
Okay, phew. Wait.
Here.
Maybe if you just run away from the rats, we don't have to do this.
Or if you run away from the
Please stop rolling the
Roll.
dice.
top desk. Well, the desk can't really move. Maybe that's not what you're running away from.
Running away from the chest.
Any good tieflings?
Clearly a
so
mimic.
That's Fable.
Why are you handing it to me?
I don't know.
This-
It's
I don't
yours.
have- weirdly enough, my Pathfinder pawns have no illithids in them.
Huh.
That's racist.
So you're a pig farmer. How about that?
Yay!
Wait,
That's a big mood.
I think you're done.
All right, and I need
When
to
you say pig goes moo, you're done.
draw the room. All right,
I didn't sleep
Yeah,
well.
pass that back over here for safekeeping.
I haven't had any to drink in a while. It's been tiny
You haven't-
sips.
Yeah.
You're drinking more? That's not good either for the rats.
I'm like
Stop.
3 times as I weigh like
Stop.
3 times
Dry
as
erase
much as you.
Marker, please.
This is good for all of us.
Can you,
Wasn't that
toward
the
the
point, though?
corner-ish, not all the way to the side, but close, draw me something that's
Just the thought of drinking any more of
5
that is making me
by
so
5
viscerally
hex.
upset.
square. It's 5 hexes
I'm
long
sorry.
and wide. It can be in the middle, but like toward your end.
Okay. So one.
And it doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. Get weird, peoples.
So I know unless you've homebrewed something, a swarm of rats is not that bad. I'm trying to do real life insight checks here.
His bluff skill is way too good.
Yeah.
What am I doing next?
Although he
All
does
right,
look a little
door
worried.
on your side, all the way to this side of the room. That's the door you came through. Closest to you.
All right, closest. Oh, right here.
Mm-hmm.
You,
That's the
Sam,
door you
the
came
person.
in.
No, not your
Right.
mini.
The other door is closest to me in the middle. That is open, and it leads out to a hallway. The hallway is like this wide.
Oh, big.
Yes. But you wouldn't see too much of it through the door. The chest was in Mike's corner, the corner closest to Mike of the room, so that's where you would be. It's right next to that. And oddly enough, it's important to note that the curtains are on this side of the table, 2 hexes from where the door is. No.
1, 2.
No, from the door you came in.
Oh,
Yeah.
So-
yes, right there. And they're next to the desk.
and there, the desk is right in front of it.
Mm-hmm. And then there's just a couch in the other, almost corner. Yeah, right, kind of there, 2 hexes wide. That works. All right. And for silhouette, I don't have anything for. Let's just give her this.
That's why I'm an art major.
It's
She's
beautiful,
a
babe.
little bit back, probably behind Fable, who would be between you and her. Yeah, perfect. Okie dokie. Let's do some initiatives, please.
7.
15.
We're gonna
Fable,
die.
15. Shea, what you got?
11.
This is
Quick
the total.
initiative.
14.
This is the total party kill, right?
No, we're split.
You're
Tobias?
screwed. We can probably get out.
What is it?
Yeah, we're fine.
What's yours?
7.
Rats.
Fable is fine too.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
Probably.
I'm gonna be
And-
fine. I refuse to die.
Mm. Okay. So with that wisdom save, you feel really confused. You feel like you're back in the depths of your community, your hive mind with the elder brain, and it's telling you to do weird stuff. Okay?
Like lick your elbow.
At about the same time, when that happens and you get that confusion and you stand up, the chest closes and it burns a second glyph on the outside of it. And in the room, things start to move. Objects. And even though you're not confused, Fable, you see them too. There's the chest. Clunk, clunk. Starts to move out to bite toward you, which it's about to do. A letter opener lifts up off the desk and zips across the room toward you.
Mm-hmm.
A table in front of the couch, a coffee table, rocks on its legs and moves towards Fable. And you hear a crash in the hallway, and the curtains, even off the side of the window there, just reach out and try and grab.
Thanks for sharing our date night with us and exploring a whole new world together. We'll see you again next week. Until then, keep in touch by following us on Twitter at Date Night Podcast or visiting datenightpodcast.com.